Here, girls, now we continue with the bad debts with the 11th adjustment, provision for bad and doubtful debts. Remember, this is provision for bad and doubtful debts. Earlier, we used to get write off, where the adjustment come like this: write off further bad debts, or write off when it comes, even the word further is not there. Whatever adjustment, whatever bad debts have been given in the adjustment, these are called further bad debts. If bad debts are given in the trial balance, they are called bad debts. If bad debts are given in the adjustment, it is called further bad debt. Similarly, now there is a word called provision. I have told you, explained the meaning of provision for doubtful debts. If the word provision has been given in the adjustment, that is called new provision. If the word provision for bad debts has been given in the trial balance, it will be called old provision. Now let us read what is provision. I have explained this to you. Still, let us read. Even after deducting the amount of actual bad debts from the debtors, the list of debtors at the end of the year may include some debts which are either bad or doubtful. As the amount of the actual loss on account of current year bad debts would be known only in the next year, when the amount is raised from debtors. A provision is created to cover any possible loss on account of bad debts likely to occur in future. Such a provision is created at a fixed percentage. The line is important. It is created at a fixed percentage on debtors every year and is called provision for bad and doubtful debts. This is the meaning of provision for bad and doubtful debts. That means when something is happening like bad debts, sometimes X is a bad debt, sometimes Y become a bad debt, sometimes there are 1 bad debt, sometimes 10 bad debts. So that means the entire amount of debt that has been allowed to the people, the goods have been sold to different people. Out of all those debtors, some debtors are always there who do not return the money or are not able to return the money on time. That means before 31st of March. So we have to group them as bad debts. Later on we'll keep recovering that amount. That is buy and so we'll keep recovering. But how to state them till they are not recovered? How to disclose them in the financial statements? They will be termed as provision for bad and doubtful debts or bad and doubtful debts. When such people are always there to abide by the provision, the principle of conservatism or prudence, we always provide for such people, such debtors, always. That is why we create a provision. The term provision should be used instead of reserve. You remember the difference between reserve and provision? We had done when I explained depreciation to you. Depreciation is a provision. The purpose of provision is to anticipate losses, future losses, and provide for it. And the purpose of reserve is to strengthen the financial position. Children, in no way the provision that is maintained for bad and doubtful debt is in the purpose of strengthening the financial position. It is just abiding by or just maintaining a backup. In case bad debts happen, we are prepared for that. So that is just a backup that is made ready. So backups are always called provision and not reserves. That is why the word provision is used and not reserve. These type of questions, children, are important for you to understand and be prepared for your Viva. Very soon Viva also will happen. So these type of questions can be asked for Viva. Now, what is the treatment of provision for bad and doubtful debts in financial statements? The amount of provision for bad and doubtful debts should be shown on the debit side of profit and loss account. Remember, all the losses, all the provisions, always debit side here. debit side. Provision for bad and doubtful debts will be shown on the debit side of bad and doubtful debts, debit side of P&L account here. And it will be shown as a reduction from the debtors. First, you will always, for this adjustment, children, remember, for provision for bad and doubtful debts, you will always do the balance sheet aspect first and then go to the P&L account. Though both are important, and P&L account will always precede the balance sheet. It will be made before the balance sheet. But the balance sheet effect will always be done before the P&L effect. Why? You'll understand the reason why. Debtors minus provision for bad and doubtful debts. It is rupees 3000 or created at a particular percentage which will come as 3000. See, it is 5% on debtors. Debtors are 60,000. 5% on debtors means 3,000. We create a provision at 3,000. It is rupees 57. The net debtors are rupees 57,000. And this provision now is also a loss. It is reducing the recovered amount. Otherwise, we will recover 60,000. When we are maintaining a provision for bad and doubtful debts, 3,000, that will reduce the recoverable amount, which will become 57,000. So, since it is reducing the recoverable amount, it will be called a loss. And all the losses are shown on the debit side of P&L account. So, it will come on the debit side of P&L account to provision for bad and doubtful debts, rupees 3,000. Now, let us see it in the P&L account here. The provision for bad and doubtful debts. How is it maintained? The balance sheet treatment, debtors minus provision for bad and doubtful debts, and the P&L effect to provision for bad and doubtful debts. It will be shown on the debit side. Now, children, in case both have been given to us, the provision also has been given, and we are been asked to write. Suppose bad debts have been given to us. In the trial balance, bad debts given to us are 100. Trial balance, in case it is the trial balance, we will write the bad debts. The effect will be like this. The P&L account, debit side to bad debts. We will write the amount 100. Then we also have been given in adjustments. These stars mean adjustments. These stars means adjustment. We have been given write-off bad debts, rupees 200. What is given in P&L account? Straight away we start with this P&L account on the debit side. But this is the inner column, not the main amount column. Then we have been given the write-off bad debts. Whatever is bad debts are given in the adjustment, they are called further bad debts plus further bad debts. Rupees for the bad debts are 200. And then we have been given provision for bad and doubtful debts is to be created at 10%. When provision, I told you, when provision is given here, when provision is given in the adjustment, it is called new provision. We have to create. For this, we always make the balance sheet treatment first. We will make the balance sheet. This is the asset side of the balance sheet. Debtors. Suppose debtors are given as 1000. Debtors, the first thing will be debtors are subtracted by the further bad debts minus further bad debts. Further bad debts, rupees 200 here, rupees 200. It will be 800. And on this provision, that is why I told you to make the balance sheet effect first. We have been asked to maintain a provision at 10% on the debtors. Which debtors? Debtors, net debtors after subtracting the further bad debts. On 800, new provision will be created at 10%. 10% of this 80. That means 720 are the net debtors. 720 other net debtors. This will come in the main amount column on the asset side of balance sheet. And this is the new provision. These are the further bad debts. Now we'll make the P&L statement. the bad debts have been given. This is the trial balance. Bad debts have been given in the trial balance. We start with this plus the further bad debts here, plus the further bad debts, and plus the new provision. New provision rupees 80. So the amount that will be shown in the main amount column on the debit side of P&L, this is the credit side, on the debit side will be 100 plus 200 plus 80. This is the main amount column of the net bad debts after giving the adjustment of further bad debts and new provision. Clear? Now children, in case we have been given, this is we have created a new provision. When it is given in the adjustment, it will be called new provision. Suppose we had already been given provision for bad debts in the trial balance. Supposing provision was given, we have already, that means what is trial balance means? The last year's figures. We have been given a provision that is already maintained in the last year's figures. Last year's profit and loss account, it was maintained. 50 rupees is given. Whatever provision is given in the trial balance, that is called the old provision. And provision that is given in the adjustment, this type of provision is called the new provision. And how do we show? Old provision means what is shown in the trial balance? One effect. So one effect will be, we will subtract this provision. But how will we subtract? This will be subtracted from the bad debts. Which bad debts? We will have to show this as the bad debt. Which bad debts? Debtors minus the further bad debts. We have been given then we create the new provision. So new provision will be given only one effect. So balance sheet, we will not charge the new provision. It will be shown only in the P&L account. How? From the total of 2, bad debt plus further bad debt plus the new provision. Now here then we will subtract the old provision. From here, old provision, rupees 50 will be subtracted. 380 minus 50, rupees 330 will be the bad debt. What is old provision means? We had kept for this purpose provisions. We had kept this provision for bad debts in the last year, in the previous year. We settled the bad debts from the provision, but फिर भी 50 rupees बच गए. So it is with us. तो इस बार के जो bad debts होंगे उसमें से इस 50 भी यूज़ करेंगे ना, that is left only for this purpose. So we will use this 50 rupees. So असल में loss 380 का हुआ. 50 rupees last year यूज़ कर लिए. Actual loss कितना आ गया? 330 rupees. So this is the old provision. Old provision, remember, bad debts plus further bad debts plus new provision. From the total of all three, we will subtract the old provision on the debit side of balance sheet. And this will not be shown, old provision is not shown in the balance sheet. It will not be shown in the balance sheet. But yes, in case supposing ये old provision, new provision है 80, ये total इसका आ गया 380 and the old provision was rupees 450. Supposing the old provision was 450 and the total of the bad debts or further bad debts and the new provision comes to 380. अब 380 में से 450 कैसे minus करोगे? We cannot show minus here. So what do we do? ये पूरे का पूरा effect we will show it here. Old provision rupees 450 minus the whole thing, minus bad debt plus further bad debt plus new provision. ये पूरा 380 we will subtract it here, and this total amount, this is the total amount that will be shown on the credit side of balance of the P&L account. That means the whole adjustment remains the same. Bad debt plus further bad debt plus new provision. इसमें से old provision has to be subtracted. But if the old provision is larger than, greater than the total of all three, then the provision will then the total will be subtracted from the provision, but everything on this side will be hidden, this side will not be there. Entire adjustment will be made on the credit side. The total of bad debt, further bad debt, new provision will be subtracted from old provision and shown on the credit side of P&L account here. And balance sheet, it will not be shown in the old provision, is not disclosed in the balance sheet because it is a trial balance item. Trial balance items are only given single treatment. Clear? Now children, after this, the textbook shows there are questions, good questions. Bad debts are given. Bad debts is a solid adjustment in financial statements. The one solid adjustment in the financial statement is bad debts. We have covered illustration 6 and the adjustment number 11. Now we proceed to the next adjustment. We proceed to provision for discount on debtors. Now what is provision for discount on debtors? I'll take you there.